Hi, Narelle here, and welcome to my channel about paper crafting. Today I have my final layout share for the 30 days of sketches with Christy's Beautiful Life, and I've done all the pages. I did 31 pages, not always a page a day. Sometimes I fell behind and did a couple of pages in one day. I started out filming them all individually and then soon realised that was taking up a lot of time, so I changed to scrapping whenever I could and then doing the layout share at the end. So here we go, days 27 to 31. Day 27 is a sketch designed by Sarah Scraps, and there's a bit of I don't know if you can see, I can't talk seriously. Oh my gosh. The circle, I don't know if you can see that in the camera, not that great, but it's got like a water wash effect in the background. I don't do a lot of mixed media and my layouts don't look a lot like this, but I did take parts of this sketch as my inspiration. It has title down the side of the photos. It has the photos here, journaling, date, embellishments, and then it says over here, 4th photos or more journaling or project life card over here. Okay, so my layout doesn't look like that, and mine is actually a 2-page spread. So this is it. Let me get the other pages out of the way first. Okay, so here we go. Left and the right, I'm not sure how much you can see of that. I've changed my camera setup, so you probably can't see all that. Just know it's a 2-page spread, and the circle element here on the sketch, okay, I took that inspiration, and I remember having this, I think it's Kaiser Craft, and I just cut it in half and glue that on either half of the page, on each page. And that's my inspiration from the sketch. That's about all I have inspiration from the sketch. So I'll show you each page individually. So this is the left page. Hopefully you can see that. My title up here, Our Great Adventure, Canberra Zoo. And I don't know if you can see, but I used some brads here. And these are eyelets, which I have had in my stash for a long, long time. Same with the what are they called, themed brads, like they're not circle, like the shaped brads, that's the word, shaped brads. Oh my goodness. So I've got a zebra here and a monkey here, and the eyelets, I've got a giraffe eyelet and a monkey eyelet up here. And what I want to say about these 2 pages is I had very limited embellishments that were zoo themed or jungle type themed. So all I did to create my embellishments was I cut pieces of patterned paper and tucked them under each photo in different places. I had a couple of stickers. I think this is a sticker and the words are stickers. These circles were from a patterned piece of paper from this range that had just all circles in it. So I got my 1-inch punch out and punched a heap of those out and use them as embellishments as well. And this was a I've forgotten the name. Anyway, I bought them years and years ago. Chipboard shapes there, even though on the other page I have one the same, so they're both the same. It doesn't matter. I did have elephant ones as well, but the elephants were really cartoonish or babyish. They didn't suit this type of page, so I kept them for another page. And then on this page we have some more of the stickers that have the text on them, and a monkey brad and a zebra brad and a tiger eyelet. So really simple. I had lots of photos of this trip to the zoo in Canberra, so I wanted to make sure that I could get them all in. And part of the sketch I used over here, so where she has her 3 photos here in a row, sorry, I've put my 4 over here. So I've taken pieces from the sketch. So that is day 27, and the range I used is a Bow Bunny range. Actually, that might have been a Bow Bunny circle element. It's called Zoology 2011. So that's the papers that I used for that one. So that is day 27. Okay, day 28. This sketch is a bit blurry. I couldn't get a better photo, but you can still work out what it is. It's the patterned paper, your band of photos, 3 photos. There's some embellishments above the photo. There's this cluster up here of banners and elements, and then date or something down here. So this is my interpretation. This is by Angela Velazquez, by Angela Serendipity Art. So great sketch. And this is my interpretation. So I had the band across the photo, but I wanted to use, 4 photos, not 3. And mine are landscape, not portrait, as in the sketch. So I just still used the 4 photos. I angled them. So in the sketch you can see they're slightly angled. So I did my 4. And I love this paper. It's from My Mind's Eye, Kate & Co. Looking for a date, 2013. Not too old compared to some of my stash. Hang on, I need a drink. So, love this floral paper. And then the yellow date, if you're Australian, you'll know the David Jones check, houndstooth. That's my band in the middle. And again, I didn't have a lot of elements for this page. I didn't want to use too many flowers because the background is floral. So I thought, what am I going to use? So again, I cut strips of the coordinating paper in this range, and I did some tucking under the photos. I found a few stickers in just a sticker pack and used them. Used some wooden button elements. And then when I came to do some puffy flowers, I'll talk about titles in a minute. And then these banners are just all the coordinating paper. So the stripy one is the back of this, but it's another piece of paper and it's just navy blue. And this stripy one, and then the houndstooth. I found a puffy ribbon, like a first place type, you know, those ribbon things, because that's actually what she's got here in the sketch. So when I saw that, I went, oh, well, isn't that perfect? And the colours suited, the bonus. Just a little rainbow flag up there just to add some more detail, and some little puffy words, beautiful memories cherished. Now, when I came to do the title, I thought I wanted black title, and I thought I had one that said family or moments or something, but I may have used it. So I found this black together, which is a puffy word. And then I found this family in exactly the right colour. Amazing. But when I put them up here and down here, they got lost in the background because it's quite a busy and strong coloured paper. So my hack for that is using vellum. So I just cut a bit of vellum and put it there behind the words. Worked beautifully. But then it sort of, it still needed something else. So I just cut another rectangle piece of the patterned paper and tuck that in, and it draws your eye, to the title. So that worked really well, I thought. So that is my family when we went to Pancakes on the Rocks at Northmead. We used to go quite regularly when we used to live in Sydney to Rookwood Cemetery, because my in-laws are both buried there and my grandmother is there. So every couple of months we would make a trip to Rookwood Cemetery, pay our respects, like put flowers on the grave, different graves. Actually, it was my husband's mother and father and his aunt and uncle. So there was 4 in the one column, basically, in the crypts in the Catholic section. And then there was my grandmother over the other side, which is a really, really old section no one ever goes to. And you never saw flowers on any other grave except my grandmother's when we would go there. And there was another family left in Sydney to visit. So I felt I needed to go and put flowers on her grave. But on the way home, we would drive past Pancakes at the Rocks at Northmead. and 9 times out of 10 we would stop there for lunch or dinner. So this is us on one trip on the way home from the cemetery having yummy, yummy pancakes. So that is what those photos are. I've got a bit of glue here I need to get rid of. Alright, so that is day 28. Next we have day 29. And this is a sketch by Susanna Lee. And it's like a half a page sketch, I guess. It's like you only put something on half the page and the rest is like empty. So it's a really fun sketch. Really, really good. Mine is similar, not the same. I've used elements off this for mine, like I always do. I very rarely follow a sketch exactly. The sketches aren't always meant to be like that. You just use whatever is on there that appeals to you and then you want to incorporate. So this is my page, and I have used a P13 paper called Cozy Evening. That's the range that I've used. Looking for a date, made in Poland, and I don't see a date, but I got this paper when I was still in Sydney, probably 2010 or earlier. A lady I knew was on lots of design teams, and I'm pretty sure she was on the P13 design team, and she was giving up the design work and going back to teaching. So she had boxes and boxes and boxes of paper to give away, and all you had to do was comment on her post. Obviously you had to be a friend of hers to know she was giving it all away, and you just had to comment on the post and she sent you a box of supplies. And I got a box about that tall, so about that, you know, bottom top, that tall, full of scrapbooking paper. There was hundreds of pages in there, and this was one of them. So it's taken me all this time to use it, but anyway. So this is a page. Now what I've taken from the sketch is the photos in a row. So I've got my photos here. I've put them at angles because I think it looked better than just straight on, and it goes well with the what's in the photos. So the subject of photos and the title, it just fits them being all wonky. And on the sketch, Susanna's got long title goes down page. So I've got my long title going down the page. Alright, so with this one, I didn't have many embellishments, and I've tucked the paper under again. So I really like that. It gives a different effect, and you don't have to have all the packets of embellishments to go with your layout. You can just add tucked paper, and I've only put one, so I could have tucked multiples, but I've only used one, and that goes along with the sketch where she's got the photo and she's got a bigger piece of paper behind it. I've just used the one piece, tucked the one piece. I have the hearts on there as well, so from the sketch, yeah. And I didn't have many embellishments. I had, I think, 1 or 2 pages of, they were the same, so it's basically the one page of cut aparts or elements to cut out from a page. So I cut out the flowers and then the doilies and this, Give Me a Hug. So the title, come on kids, it's just one photo, give me a hug. Oh my gosh, these kids. So if you can see in the photo here, I'm trying to wrangle them both in to get a photo. And then finally I get them together, get a photo, and my daughter's pretending she's being strangled or choked. So I just wanted a nice photo in this beautiful backdrop, and neither of them were interested in getting a photo. It was so funny. So that is day 29, and I've put a photo corner on each photo. And what I've done, these were sticky back photo corners. So the back of them on the reverse was sticky because they're meant to go, you know, hold a photo on a page. But I put them as a corner on the completed page, not just a photo. So on the back, I held them in place with double-sided tape first of all, and then I covered them in just a piece of cardstock so that it doesn't stick to my page protector. So that is day 29. I've got 2 more to go. I can't believe I did them all on time, even not even a day late, as in I finished them all in October. So here we go, day 30. Kathy Zacharuk, sorry if I am pronouncing that incorrectly, Kathy. But here's her sketch. Photo, layers tucked underneath and angled tags by the look of it. And then some paper in the middle with torn edges. Embellishment up here and embellishments over here. Alright, so this is my interpretation. I have the photo and the elements tucked under and the tags. I continued up the side where she has this element and that. I continued it all to the one side of the paper. This paper already had some of these elements on it down here. I just added rub-ons. So I added the Eiffel Tower, the flowers and the butterflies, and this bit down here. I added these were all rub-ons. I had a packet of Kaisercraft rub-ons that went with this range. It was probably 2 things taken out of the packet, and I went, I have had this in my stash for a long, long time. I need to use it. So I made sure I used every rub-on in that packet on this page. So I have the, I think 3 different rub-ons up here. And then I also had several sticker sheets. So I've just pulled off random stickers. The title is a sticker. These are fabric canvas tags, which are really nice. So there we go. And I can't remember what the words mean. I know amor means loved. I think Amir love you, which is pronounced really, really badly, is something about loving life. I did look up that yesterday and I can't remember what it was. I think it means love life or something, and that means something like that. Anyway, I can't remember. It's from the Bonjour collection from Kaisercraft, and there's no date on theirs, so it's got to be old. So that is day 30. That's just my hubby somewhere. We were at it was a museum, might have been the Pine Rivers Museum at Dayborough, or it was the Redcliffe Museum, one of those. And this was just a beautiful painting, like a canvas, drop down canvas. And I said, that is a really nice background. I don't get many photos of hubby, so I said, sit there, I'll take a new photo. So that is my day 30. And then day 31, a sketch by Jen Gangen. I have no idea how to pronounce that, Jen. I am so sorry. G-A-G-N-E. Gain? Jen Gain, maybe? This is her sketch. This is a really pretty sketch. So you've got your photo in the middle, big photo in the middle, lots of maps around it, and then 4 embellishment clusters, a little bit of mixed media. You know I don't do that a lot, so I didn't do it. And I made a double page for this one. So I will show you the left page and then the right page. So I'll talk about the right page first because it actually closely resembles the sketch. And the paper I have used in this is a Graphic 45 collection from 2012, Little Darlings collection I've used. Alright, so the sketch has the photo in the middle. I have made a cluster of photos. So I've put lots of little photos on the one mat, and that represents my photo in the middle. And I have done the 4 clusters around the photo mat. The end of my title is there and my journaling is going here. And the left hand page is a large photo in the middle, and I've just gridded lots of little photos around it. I've put my title, a favourite, and then that leads into place, Fagan Park. So a few things I want to mention on this layout. I have used the same paper as the background for left and right, but they're matted in different colours. I matted this one in a green and cream spot, and I only had 1 sheet of that. And then I realised, oh, I need to do 2 pages. So I just used a plain green. And your left and right doesn't have to be the same. So it still works. It still blends. When you're using a fussy paper like this and put your title on, sometimes it doesn't stand out. Now, I wanted to use one of those basic grey alpha sheets that I got earlier in the week. If you haven't seen that video, go check it out, basic grey unboxing. And I put them on and then they don't stand out. So I just grabbed a fine black pen marker and went around each letter, and now the title stands out. The other thing I wanted to say was, if you have a lot of photos of an event or a place, you could do multiple layouts. I know I have photos of this place with my children in front of certain things. So the windmill, wherever this is, I have a layout done of my daughter looking at the pond in front of this windmill. So I don't have to do another big photo of this particular thing because I already have it in another layout. Same with this arch here, the lake. So the lake here and somewhere else and there. I have another layout that encompasses my son that has photos of the lake because he was taking photos as well. So I have those already in other layouts. I don't need to use big photos. And what I wanted this layout to be was what it's called, a favourite place. So I love Fagan Park in Sydney, northwest Sydney. Wasn't far from where we lived, and we used to go there quite often. And it's a photographer's dream, I should say. It's beautiful. If you love flowers or different scenes, different landscapes, it's stunning. It is huge. It'll take you the full day to walk around if you do it properly, looking at everything. It's amazing and great exercise. I love this place. So I so wish we were still living there and I could visit it because it's beautiful. At the top of the park, they have a huge play section for the kids. And then the rest of it is just this massive, massive acreage of themed gardens and flowers, and oh, it's just beautiful. Anyway, so I wanted this layout to be about what I liked about this place, my favourite things about my favourite place. I love flowers, so I incorporated a lot of the floral photos that I took. I love the different architectural things, the beautiful house that's there, or several houses that are there, the bridges, the pond and the water lilies, and it's just beautiful. So I printed out lots of little photos, and then I still had more. So I incorporated the rest on this page. Now you'll notice all the ones around this main photo are landscape. But I had also printed out lots of portrait, and I couldn't fit the portrait around my 4x6 photo. They just didn't work properly. So I made a grid of just them. And then I happened to have 3 landscapes left, so I just put them across the top, and it worked out really, really well. So, you know, like I said, I could have done 20 pages on this place, but who wants to really look at a page of just, you know, different flowers? So I incorporated them here in smaller, and I could fit more in. So anyway, that is that page. That is layout 31, day 31, and I'm done. 30 days of sketches completed in the month that they were designed for. I'm so happy that I've done that. I have lots of layouts now to put away and lots of stories scrapped. So I have loved this event, and I think I'm going to participate going forward whenever she has the next one. If you have liked this video, give it the thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and hit that notify bell so you know when my next video comes out. And I will catch you later. Have a scrap happy day. Bye bye.